Good day to you all and welcome back. I'm sitting on pillows and it makes me like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. But that's okay. Now I feel like I'm at yoga class, sitting on a block. All right, Act 5. Here we go. The end of William Shakespeare's Othello. It has been a fun ride. It's about to get wild. My family is home and they're loud. I hope you can't hear them. Okay. Grab yourselves a cuppa and a coffee and let's watch some people die. I really hope that you commented on yesterday's video letting me know who you think is going to die and how they're going to die, because today we are going to find out. So, to start with, where are we? Iago's having some personal chat. He's talking to Rodrigo and then he starts talking to himself, saying this wonderful line, "Every way makes my gain," because he knows that no matter what happens, he has set up Rodrigo to hurt Cassio and he set up Cassio to hurt Rodrigo. He's got to kill Cassio for Othello. Like, the whole thing is just left, right, and center, a hot mess. And so he says, no matter what happens, it's going to be okay for me. Every way makes my gain. He has manipulated the situation so well that no matter what happens, he is the winner. He's basically checkmated the entire cast, which is dreadful. Honest Iago. Rodrigo and Cassio get into a battle of swords, and Rodrigo, just before or just after he's stabbed, he goes, "Oh, I am slain." And it's one of those things that translates beautifully to the stage. Is a little amusing in print, but like, I just think it's so funny if like in real life you were in a battle of swords and you went, "Oh, I am slain," and then you die. I think it would be really funny. He actually doesn't die at that point, but it is still amusing. Because Cassio does not manage to actually kill Rodrigo, and because Rodrigo doesn't actually kill Cassio, Iago comes running in and he says, "Oh, he murdered his villain," feigning that he didn't know all about it, and he stabs Rodrigo, and he's the one that actually deals the final blow to Rodrigo because he sucks. The next bit that we are in the wedding chamber of Othello and Desdemona, and I just find the romance of trying to find the perfect way to murder your spouse to be just so Shakespeareanly beautiful, because I hope my husband has to deliberate as much as Othello did on how best to murder me, because sweet, sweet Othello, he doesn't want to spill her blood and make her ugly. He doesn't want to choke her because then she'll have bruising on her neck, so he decides to smother her with a pillow, which is a romantic way to kill your spouse because they can still be beautiful, which is what matters if you're going to kill them, obviously. I'm saying this mostly in jest. It is Shakespeare. I mean, death is what it is, murder is what it is, but like, I'm not giving anybody any ideas. We're reading Shakespeare, okay? It's a drama. A tragedy. Othello says in Act 5, Scene 2, line 3, "Yet I'll not shed her blood, nor scar that whiter skin of hers than snow, and smooth as monumental alabaster." So romantic. So romantic. I'm religious, in case you didn't know. And I really love that Othello gives Desdemona the opportunity to confess her sins. And this is something that happens a lot. Like, if you remember in the second Godfather movie, before, what's his name? What is his name? Michael's brother. I'm smart, Michael, I'm smart! Fredo Baggins. Before Fredo gets shot, he finishes his Hail Mary. I think that's very polite. And the same thing in Peaky Blinders. You let people make their peace with their God. I think that's very, very, very important. Before you murder somebody, let them make peace with their God. And Othello gives Desdemona the opportunity to confess her sins and make peace with her higher angels before he murders her, which is nice. I think that's a polite way to commit a murder, okay? If there's a way to kill people, it's the way Shakespeare does it. He does smother her, and then he has this line afterwards that I don't really know what it means. So if you guys have any insight on what this might mean, or you can ask your teachers, I would love to know. He says in Act 5, Scene 2, line 136, "She comes more near earth than she was wont, and makes men mad." I think he was talking about the moon at that point. Like, I really don't know what that means. So if you guys know, that would be really helpful. Then, after he's killed her, he smothers her. Amelia comes running in saying, what the heck is going on here? And she's not actually dead. This is not how smothering people works, in case you were wondering. But with her final breath, Amelia says, who has killed you, my lady? Or something like that. And Desdemona says, nobody, I myself, farewell, commend me to my kind lord, oh farewell. And I just think in her death, her husband has just killed her, she's still defending his butt. Stupid. I mean, brilliant and gorgeous. And earlier it says, I am your obedient wife, my lord. And like, clearly she's so obedient that in her final words, she's saying, oh, it's my fault my husband just killed me. What a crazy lady. I'm still filming!
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I'm going to be very amused by the background noise. I wish you had finished with, I'm gonna watch JaVale McGee in the bubble. It's okay. We'll just edit it in post.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Iago, Cassio and Rodrigo have gotten into a fight. Iago killed Rodrigo. Cassio's still alive, but he's been captured to kind of sort out this mess. Othello is trapped in the room, and he says, oh, I've made a huge mistake, because Amelia says, this is all nonsense. I was the one who gave Iago the handkerchief, and he put it in Cassio's place. There was nothing going on between Desdemona and Cassio. Iago has manipulated you, you idiot. Why would you listen to honest Iago, Othello? And so then Othello kills himself. So, if you said Othello's suicide, ding, 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 you are correctamundo. But then, of course, Iago's mad that his wife has just ratted him out. So what does he do? He pulls a sword on a woman. Gargantua says, fie, your sword upon a woman? Yeah, he just pulled his weapon on his wife, guys. So I guess the lesson is don't get married in a Shakespeare play, because you will get murdered by your husband. Life lessons. When Othello kills himself, it's so romantic, because he kisses her one last time and says, killing myself to die upon a kiss. So beautiful. So absolutely beautiful. Who else dies? Cassio does not die. Iago, Iago's dumb self says, from this time forth, I never will speak a word. So he's done all this manipulating, all this scheming, all this gaming. All these people are now dead. And he's like, nah, I ain't talking. I ain't talking no more. Dude, you should be happy you're still alive, because you should definitely be dead for all of this thing that you've been doing for the past 5 acts. The final line of Shakespeare's Othello. Beautiful. This heavy act with heavy heart relate, because of all of the madness that happened and all the dead people laying on their marriage bed now. Those beautiful wedding sheets that were laid out, that Desdemona had Amelia lay out in Act 4. Desdemona is now dead on those wedding sheets, having been smothered by her husband, Othello. Amelia is now dead on those wedding sheets, having been stabbed by her husband, Iago. And Othello is now dead on those wedding sheets, having stabbed himself after realizing he murdered his wife for literally no reason. Rodrigo is just dead somewhere in a ditch. I don't even know where Rodrigo's at. Cassio and Iago make it. I feel bad for Cassio, because he was like the most victimized one here. I think so. I'm gonna go so far and say that. I mean, you could say it's Desdemona, you could say it's Othello, but you could say it's Desdemona. But Cassio, really, the poor ignorant fool. Desdemona knew her husband was starting to get worked up, and she had no business still defending Cassio. And like, I don't know. You could have said, baby, don't be ridiculous. I love you. Why would I cheat on you with a lieutenant? You're a freaking general. Why would I downgrade? That's what I would have said. If I were Desdemona. Because men have egos, and you have to pump them up like that. Okay, we have come to the end of Act 5. I have finished my cup of water. It was tea, but as you can see, I've got plenty of energy, and so no more tea for me for the rest of the evening. It is time now to end things. Thank you guys so much for going through William Shakespeare's Othello with me. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad this was the one that we started with. Please do subscribe and ding the bell because our next video is going to be a review, but the video after that is going to be a full literary analysis between my brother and I. Very excited about that. We will also be doing some other things, I'm sure. We have more books coming up, which will be announced in the future. And the first link in the description is the notes. The second link in the description is the cool t-shirts that will make you look like you're super clever for reading Shakespeare. And what else? Let me know in the comments if you were right about who was gonna kill whom. I can smell dinner, which means it's probably time to be done filming. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.